れたものはいつか思い出すはずでしょう。消えた夢の影を探した寂しさの答え、儚さを愛触れてた風に流れて、僕は君を愛せていたか。少し気づくことが遅すぎ、だんだん消えてゆく明日さえも崩れ落ちてゆく。何もないここで一人きり、いつかまた最後の日を迎えられてみれ、また生まれ落ちた君が望む日を。
Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. I'm here to talk about this YouTuber named YaNike. This you will 100% feel disappointed and be disgusted what this guy does based on what you see in front of you on your screen, because it's confirmed that this man literally goes onto the subway or train station and literally dumps fecal matter and urine on people, onlookers who are just literally minding their own business.
I'm gonna try extremely hard to maintain my composure, and I mean extremely hard.
And this takes place at Belgian. So yeah, he has been arrested. Although it sounds like great news, the unfortunate part is that he's only getting 10 months.
Inconceivable!
And from what I understand is that the reason behind that is because the Belgian country is having issues because due to the amount of space in their prison.
When you go to prison, the most important thing in your life is going to be booty.
Yeah, I better listen to him.
A man's butt. Booty, getting some booty is more important than eating food. It's more important than drinking water. If I see a man I like, I tell him like this here: I like you,
He like you,
and I want you.
and he want you.
Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
What you want, Tom?
What's it gonna be?
Say it,
I asked you a question, Tom.
I can't hear you,
say
Tom.
it, Tom.
I don't want to answer. Excuse me, I didn't hear you, Tom. I said I don't want to answer. I don't want to do this anymore. Sound like to me you wanted the hard way.
Give it to him.
I don't know how that's even possible, if they can try to make more room, but like it is all very convoluted and confusing, you guys, because you would think the moment you're in prison you'd have to finish your sentence, but then you'll be surprised that there are people who are let off early because they're really tight on like room.
Can't breathe.
Like their prison is very tight. Like they can't be able to fit all the people that they convict. So that really explains as to why YaNike is actually following up with it, because there's a guarantee he's gonna get a lighter sentence and he's gonna be let off doing the same thing.
Oh no! A prison break!
So it's not like they're condoning his behavior or minimizing his actions. It's because they have some issues that they're trying to sort out, and hopefully it gets figured out. But this is what I was talking about. Like, from what I understand, this dude only has 300 subscribers. The reason, again, considering the amount of subscribers that he has, that tells you that he's definitely desperate to like try and get somewhere on social media. And I don't know whether this is like, I can't say whether this is a trend. I can't say whether he's been first that started it, but the point I'm trying to make is that if there are like some impressionable young people out there that plan to be like potential pranksters, they might actually take this into consideration and follow up with it.
Started out as a prank, but then got way out of hand. See, now the whole town's shouting, hey, what's with Andy? I'm the best, I'm the greatest. Joke around the world. What's with Andy? What's with Andy? I'm a trick playing gangster and artist. What's with Andy? What's with Andy?
Because they feel like they're encouraged simply because of what other like influencers, I don't want to even call them content creators, but what these nuisance streamers advocate online. And you would think people would have a lot more common sense to actually not go through with it because of how much it's going to affect your whole life.
Can I ask you guys a question? Yeah. Is my life over?
You may not be around to exist, or you might end up being homeless, or you might not even be able to work a daily life. You may never be able to work a daily life. You may not be able to do things that a lot of people can be able to do whenever they conduct themselves. Be able to like bring people into their circle, adapt within the community, and because you literally made yourself an outcast by going out of your way and targeting innocent people who have nothing to do with your content, all for your own expense. All because people do it because they feel that's the alternative of somehow making it onto social media in order to gain a bigger name, in order to become noticed, so that maybe somehow people would be able to donate or promote their content, have their own brand established. But this is the thing though, like, yes, I make videos on people, and whether I do it like for my own expense, and whether I'm passionate about it. Oh man, I'm passionate about making rant videos because of just the knowledge that I have, as well as what I'm capable of. But never would I even attempt to actually go out of my way in public and pester people, let alone pull out my phone and start recording. Because that's something that if I'm to make videos, I'd rather do it home in my quiet spot, where I'm free to do whatever without any arguing, without any issues, and I can actually focus and concentrate. But one thing I do want to add is that, like, the sad reality is that they're adults, and I'm not trying to make excuse for them, who most likely grew up watching this content, and I would say they were 100% influenced. And these could have been people who might have had tablets, who are already adults. This is probably people from possibly in the 2000s, who grew up watching social media, and their parents spoiled them. So when they started watching on their tablets at a young age, it gave them the ideas that this is what's gonna make their life valuable. This is what's gonna make their life meaningful somehow. This is how they're gonna get the recognition, by doing exactly what these other influencers are doing on camera. Even though back then, oftentimes a lot of them tend to be stunts or they're staged. But in these scenarios, it comes off more of a surprise, but it also comes off very aggravating. People are literally going out of their way, I don't want to say pranking, they're going out of their way harassing random people on camera and posting on social media. Back then, that's not how it was. There may have been a few, but a lot of times it was staged. They did it to not only to make themselves laugh, but so everybody could have a chuckle. So everybody could be able to see the scenario that was being created by them, whether it was fake or not, whether it was real or not. But there again, now people are just taking it to the extreme by basically putting other people's lives at risk. And I do want to add, because it is confirmed that it is urine and fecal matter. Just imagine the person that was literally attacked in that kind of manner. The first thing you want to, even though you're still in the subway and you're hoping to get out soon, just imagine just not only being humiliated but traumatized. And the first thing you gotta do is, because you're worried about how people might feel, how they might feel towards you because the stench and the urine, and they don't want to even approach you or touch you, and thinking, what is wrong with you? And then the first thing that comes to mind is that you want to make sure that you immediately take a bath before you gain some sort of infection or any sort of disease. And I don't know whether YaNike realizes whether he, because I don't get in his pea brain if he thinks he's not harming anybody. He doesn't realize he is potentially putting other people's lives at risk, and especially if the urine and the fecal matter were to spread, he might end up getting other people contaminated as well, and they might be forced to seek the hospital. And if they don't have the funds for it, oh well, they're shit out of luck. But the thing is though, is at that point, had that been me, oh no, the gloves would have been off. I would have made sure he would 100% regret it, and that he would have been disabled. I would have made sure to disarm him, and that he never attempts to do this in his entire life again.
That is it. Guards, give him the death sentence.
But overall, I feel like I said enough, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more great content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, subscribe. Thank you.
Ring your bells, you'll